Very familiar passage of scripture. All of us are aware of the experience that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had in the fiery furnace. Daniel chapter 3, starting at verse 19, the Bible declares that it says, "And rose up in haste and spoke, and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? Since they answered and said unto the king, True. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace, and spoke and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you servants of the Most High God, come forth and come here. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth from the midst of the fire. And it says, and the princes, governors, captains, the king's counselors, being gathered together, saw these men, upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their head sin. It says, neither were their coats changed, except their own God. But let me do what the Lord said. Let's go 29. Therefore, I make a decree that every people, nation, and language who speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a fuse heap, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort. Somebody tell the person next to you, I don't look like what I've been through. Somebody tell the person on the other side, say, I don't look like what I've been through. And you may have heard that saying before. It ultimately lets you know that if I was to give you a story about my life and allowed you to take a peep at some of the experiences I've had, I can promise you that the person that you see right now don't even compare.